All right.
Pull it out and start scanning.
Okay. I'm assuming there's no roll needed for that, but we'll not worry about it.
Say, it might be, you might just end up using like a computer's thing, and he has the right tools for the job. I don't know whether that applies.
Yeah. So let's say it's a computer's check with a +1 boost die, -1 for the light, not -1 boost die, -1 setback die. Wow. Because you gotta, all that stuff. Configure it for the. Gotta make that roll.
Make that roll.
I'm not really sure what I'm rolling.
It's a computer's check with 2 purple. You have a boost and you have a setback.
Unless you have unless you have a way of dealing with light.
The setback is coming due to the darkness.
Would the thing itself produce light for using it? If I'm assuming it's like a computer screen?
Sure, that'll work. It uses screens or holo displays, but that's fine.
You turn on like the lantern.
That's also intersecting light.
I know.
Okay.
But it's dark light.
Let's see how badly I can do.
Hey!
Not bad.
You actually got a success in all those advantages.
It's amazing.
The scanner detects some life forms that seem to be just on the other side of the walls, but they're not moving. What do you
mean just on the other side of the wall?
It seems like there's either a thin. Okay. It seems like the walls themselves either are hollow on one. It seems like there's the walls separate them between them and another area, or that the walls are fake.
How thick do the walls look on the scan?
The walls look actually to be pretty thick, at least like half a foot of stone.
All right. That saves me from my idea of trying to put myself through them.
Trusty Tony right through that wall.
I don't know. I think you can make it.
Because that immediately came to mind. Like, all right.
The scan indicates the life forms are like smaller than you, even smaller than the spiderlings that you were fighting before.
I'm actually going to attempt to use the sense horsepower then to attempt to sense all living things within short range. If I can succeed on that.
Okay, you can try that, man.
I use the light point.
And succeed, I'm assuming?
Yes. That's all it requires is 1 point.
Alright. Well, you can instantly, in around short range, you can instantly detect what appears to be a juvenile presence. It's not sentient or anything, but it's very juvenile and very.
Oh, it specifies sentient and non-sentient.
I know it's not. I'm assuming it's not sentient. You can figure that out, right?
I don't know whether it would.
Yeah. Well.
Specify.
I know this sense power can detect animals, so it's basically what it's sensing here. It's sensing a juvenile animal or a very, very young. Yeah.
Which direction is that?
Well, since you're at the intersection, it just seems to be just beyond the intersection wall.
Kind of look at the scanner for a second, reading it, whatever, and then motion to the wall and say, I think there's some animal back there. And these walls are kind of thinnish.
Rakcharr looks at Laana, looks at the wall. How thin?
We'll show the scanner and be like, I don't know, a foot or two.
Rakcharr says, well, we don't have any picks, or suppose we could try cutting through it with one of the things that we normally use to cut through the metal. If you really want to.
I do not really want to.
Just shrugs. Just saying there's things in here.
That sounds like a good reason to not open up the wall.
Doesn't look like it's moving. Even though she's actually more relying on her feeling of it.
Well, if there's a hole or something, I'm sure that whatever might be in the wall might greet us later. For now, Rakcharr looks to the left, looks to the right, and sees no cars approaching. What do we do now?
Game on?
You can use the, if you want to, you can use that same roll for the computer stick to scan down those hallways really quickly and get a sense of what's down them.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. I mean,
Hey, it succeeds.
you take one strain because your eyes hurt from staring at a bright screen in the dark light. That's fine. Anyways, you find out what's down to the right. You find it goes off a ways, tightens again, and then appears to get to what appears to a downward slope or stairs of some sign. To the left, you have something similar, but appears to be a spiral staircase that goes up at the end of that.
Point down one way and say, well, we want to go up or down, indicating which is which.
You said on the active scan that this thing was in the ground, so maybe go down?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Glad you guys decided.
Alright.
Okay. Off to the right, the tunnel does narrow even more, and you eventually do arrive at at well-hewn stairs. The craftsmanship on these is you don't know how to tell.
I was about to say, like, wait a That seems reasonable.
The highest craft worship.
They appear to be they're stable enough. They're not giving away as you walk.
How wide are the stairs? Like, if I put down my Wookiee boot foot here, how much of it is, like, hanging off each individual stair?
Your toes are.
Foot?
Yes, my Wookiee boot foot.
Like, your toes and just a little bit of your foot is. So they're pretty wide, but not wide enough for Wookiees.
Alright, that means that one hand goes to one side of the stairs and one hand goes to the other side of the stairs. And I'm walking in the back. I know, Train, I'm walking in the back.
That way you can barrel down over the groove.
Mm-hmm. And you walk down, and down, and down.
Should we put marching order?
Not yet. And down. And then you come to a landing. There's more torches on this landing. A lot more torches. And the writing looks to be, well, the writing that you were reading, that you were perceiving earlier, looked to be older than this one. These look to be freshly carved writing. As if someone had either rewrote them, wrote over the old ones, or this is an entirely brand new room.
It's the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Heretical dogma.
I'm getting the distinct impression that whatever's on this planet is driving people mad.
Mm-hmm.
It took you that long to... I mean, yeah, I agree. Good.
Rakcharr, like, cuts his eyes towards Jay.
Right, no, I mean, obviously.
Observation.
I didn't even notice until now. Clever.
Off to the left on the landing, there is a archway leading into a dark room.
Well, against Rakchar's better judgment, seeing as how angered he was by the writing up there earlier, he's going to look at this writing again.
Alright. You do still have that boost die because you do know what some of the words mean.
Alright. I know, Train. What's in the box? Was it 3 purple?
Mm-hmm.
Slowly melting your brain by thinking.
Well, I didn't get a threat, so that's good.
Yeah, you're just like, I got nothing.
Stupid
Need
writing.
a hand there, Rack.
Nope, doesn't mean anything.
I mean, if you want to make a roll again, you can, Chris.
Taking that roll. Do I get his boost still or no?
No, Rakcharr's not really helpful anymore.
Ah,
He's like, that word means not. Wow, you guys. Just, wow. You should be winning these rolls, actually.
Look, they're 3 purples, okay? I can't beat that.
Alright.
Well, I mean,
The odds
Yeah.
might be in our favor, but it's not like drastically in our favor.
Look, I've proven that even with 98 or 99% odds, I'd still fail this, so I don't think a 60-ish% chance is going to carry the day for me here.
I mean, a Gamorrean and another guy attacking you.
That's right, he got 2
98.5%
triumphs.
chance to win.
Yeah. He can't win. Anyways, are you going to go into the room off to the left? The dark room?
Alright, Rakcharr will pick up a torch on his left and a torch on his right, assuming that he can detach them with his brawn from the walls.
Oh yeah, you can.
And he'll chuck them into the room, one after another.
The room is now lit. There's actually what appears to be crates inside there. There's crates in there. A few beds maybe in there.
Tell me you didn't just light the crates of thermal detonators on fire.
No, they're like Durasteel crates, and the beds, they look like salvage from the ship. That's odd.
Not really if the crew went crazy.
Not really if the crew was looking for better shelter than those little tree huts. But
From
it's certainly
the engineer's log, he was saying they were coming for them.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly those humanoid-type things needed to sleep somewhere. Why not here?
Are you going to do anything?
I sob and cut my wrist now.
You just get angrier and do more damage.
Exactly.
I'm still already on edge from those wounds anyway. Rakcharr
He's on edge from a week ago.
I know. Rakcharr looks in the room and says, "There might be something useful in the crates.
Okay.
There might be more thermal detonators."
Yeah, go ahead and check. If these are booby-trapped, we don't want them hitting me. I could explode.
The crates are not booby-trapped, and they're not locked. Inside of them appears to be, well, the first one's full of rotten foodstuffs. Well, half full of it.
That one gets chucked across the room. Stupid!
The second one has a data pad in it, and that appears to be it.
Stupid!
Whoa.
The third one has another data pad and a empty blaster pistol in it. A depleted blaster pistol.
Alright. I don't want the empty blaster pistol, but a data pad for each hand to deliver to Lissa. Because Rakcharr says no. Come here, sweet knowledge. Hopefully you're forbidden.
Okay, which one do you want to do first? You want to put non-blaster pistol one or blaster pistol one?
Blaster pistol one probably has a more interesting story, so blaster pistol one.
Especially an empty blaster pistol.
Okay. These are actually locked and encrypted. So you're gonna need a computer's check to break through these things. Difficulty 3, but hey, there's enough light in here that you don't have to worry about setback dice.
Oh.
Well, you know more about the encryption that is hopefully used on both of these, that you get a boost die to break the encryption on the first one.
Well,
Trying it again.
Oh my goodness.
Come on. Well, yeah, you're like
okay, well, now that I know how it works...
Yeah.
Yeah, all I just needed was a few...
And this one, it seems to be more of a, not written in journal style, it seems to be a scientific findings type thing.
Turned out the password was password.
And it's more scientific findings. It seems someone has meticulously tried to translate what is being written here, and apparently the language that these things speak, to rudimentary basic.
See, we didn't succeed. Somebody did it for us.
Yes. And there's the writing is very, scientific and logical at the base. It's like saying this is a temple for some sort of god figure, and these creatures, this race's pantheon of gods. As time progresses, though, it starts getting a little bit more ranting and raving and a little bit more crazed. Instead of using the god figure, it starts using the actual figure's name a lot more, and by the end, it's talking about some event that occurs every 10 to 20 solar cycles. And the closest he could translate it to was the swarm. It does not end in arg.
10 to 20, huh?
Yeah.
We're probably good
End
then.
in itchy tasty.
And just a nibbled bit on the datapad corner.
Rakcharr will say, well, maybe with that then we can look at all of the other writing, like the writing outside, and determine, oh wait, it was dumb anyway, doesn't matter. As for that other datapad, we're clearly not in the right situation. We get back to the ship, you'll understand all about it.
Time to put it in the pack.
Mm-hmm.
And does anyone want the blaster pistol?
Is there anything
I'm
special
not-
about it, or is it just a basic blaster
It
pistol?
looks to be.
I don't know.
It looks to be a used and abused Imperial issue blaster pistol from 10 years ago, and it's depleted.
Right. I have that crazy equipment anyway, so I'm not too interested in it.
Crazy equipment.
Yes, the crazy equipment.
The stuff used by the things.
Yes.
Oh no.
Mine
Have you
cupboard's
been
is full with
much of
that.
the-
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, no.
I'm not
Okay.
interested in it.
You do. The scientific journal does give a name
Wait,
to the
wait.
race, though.
Rakcharr didn't leave it back on the ship.
Nope, Rakcharr's carrying that stuff. You might try to use it anyway.
Anyways, you do get a name for the species. They call themselves the Bood. The Bood.
I call themselves the dead in Rakcharr's book.
Well, from the sound of it, these are the same things we ran into before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go deeper and blow this shit up. All right. Leaving this gun here.
All right. Back on the stairs.
Right, well, as we're leaving there, with all the translation from the datapad, surely what the writing on the wall it says now totally makes sense.
Yes.
What does it say? What's in the box?
It says those we chosen by the Fanged Mistress come to this planet to let the swarm consume them.
That sounds foreboding.
Less interested now in going further down the stairs.
As you walk down the stairs, the thing narrows again. The stairs get rockier and bumpier, and it appears to be like you're getting to the older and more decrepit portions of what this place is. The writing has disappeared in some areas, worn away through the test of time. In other places, it looks like it's an entirely different language, written in an entirely different script. Eventually you exit upon to a landing. And there is 3 different paths leading out before you.
Well then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't realize this was gonna be a maze.
Do any of them stand out from the others? Is there any difference between them?
Okay, everyone can make a perception check.
I was thinking maybe like a survival thing for tracking, if there's like
I like that.
footprints in the,
I like that. I like that.
Alright.
2 purple for survival, and 2 purple for perception.
Well, I have some news.
My brand.
What's the news?
The news is that I didn't succeed, but I got a triumph.
You don't know which way they went, but you can be certain that something walked through here within the last hour.
Yes, I will share that definitively. I don't know which way they went, but there's so many prints in the intersection.
Jay gives a sardonic sigh and then says, Lissa, I need better eyes.
You need better everything, Jay.
Shut up. I need better eyes.
Okay.
That too.
1 perception success for Lissa and 3 for Laana. I like it.
Laana and Lissa are able to collectively point out that the central one looks to have been recently repaired, and they can feel what appears to be a draft of air coming from there A very light draft of air.
Well, if we want to find where they went, let's go to the less shit part of this place.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. They won't be able to hide from us forever, and we'll surely encounter the swarm.
I hope not. I want to blow up this thing and leave.
I don't think they're gonna let
I'm
us
gonna
do
need a
that.
marching order. No reason. Don't worry about it.
Maybe Rakcharr in front, Lissa and Laana in the middle, and Jay in the rear, since he can shoot. Rakcharr in the front
Sure.
so that anything in front obviously hits Rakcharr, and the two non-combatants in the middle because...
Soft and
reasons.
squishy.
Because that way, if the attack comes from the front or back, they won't be the...
That's right.
First
Although I
time
say
candidate.
soft and squishy, as Jay has been utterly brutalized each of the past two.
Hey,
Jay,
whoa. Imagine if someone else had been taking that punishment. They'd be
They
dead.
have to repair their meat bodies.
That's right.
What?
Imagine if someone else had taken that punishment. I look at my character.
Anyways, as you guys walk down this central corridor, something familiar starts to appear on the walls and the floor and the ceiling. A thin line of silk that seems to grow more and more noticeable as you walk down it.
What does the scanner say?
It's over 9,000.
There's 9,000 spiders here?
I think we found the swarm.
No, what your scanner says up ahead is. I'm just not even gonna roll for this because it's fine. Up ahead, there is a reasonably medium-sized room that appears to be used for. That seems to be filled with objects, and there appears to be 10 creatures there. Sentient things, maybe.
Not objects.
Remaining quiet because it seems prudent at the moment. Shall I get the others' attentions and show them?
Jay, you don't need the lights on in your eyes to see, right?
The mechanic's asking how he works.
So, like I said, I need better eyes.
Look, this guy is basically one giant black box of, well, duct tape.
We're back in the jungle.
Mm-hmm. This is where I've been, actually.
Yeah, I realize, like, maybe I should be keeping track of my character's token on the other map, and that's when I put myself on the other map.
We're in the jungle, man.
You gotta die!
So, what do you do with this information?
Do we try and kill everything or try and sneak?
How about we sneak and then throw a grenade at them?
I don't have a grenade.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I don't know if we want to threaten collapsing these caves.
That.
Pay no mind to the things on the left.
Alright, I won't pay
Okay.
any mind. I'll just keep zoomed in over here on this side. Rakcharr says.
We're on this side of the river. I can't see anything on the other side.
Alright. So, how far along does the this hallway continue just by using sight and not moving anymore?
The superpower of sight.
It's about 100 or so meters, and then it enters into that medium-sized room that appears to be dimly lit.
Alright.
And from there, you really can't tell much because it appears like there might be boxes or just stone columns in the way.
How dare columns block my optic suite? Those bastards.
Well,
If
putting the
darkness
scanner,
doesn't block it, why should columns?
I
putting the
know.
scanner away and pulling out pistol.
Fucking another train. Jesus. It's probably the
Pistol.
same fucking train.
I was just going in circles.
Oh, God, it's like those trucks in Hitman.
That's funny.
Alright. Coming up to the medium-sized room, I'm assuming you're doing it stealthily, so you don't have to worry about your rolling yet. You will see what appears to be you see what appears to have been turned into a rudimentary storage room with crates, durasteel or wooden or otherwise lined up in piles. Old bits of pieces of stone lying just left where it lie. An old column having crashed in. It appears to be there seems to be 5 of the aliens sort of just hanging around, ordering whether the one leader appears to be ordering around what appears to be 5 stormtroopers around, and they seem to be giving into the orders rather easily.
Huh.
There's no will to fight left in them. Or they've been indoctrinated, or something, insert sci-fi trope here.
Yeah, por qué no los dos?
Oh, they've gone the way of Donnelly.
Probably.
Speaking out of character, you still have that auto-fire thing, right? Insert person who might have an auto-fire thing? We got rid of that stuff whenever we were at the station, didn't we?
What?
The heavy blaster rifles.
Yes.
You kept yours.
Nope,
Everybody
I
else
didn't keep
has got rid
mine.
of theirs.
Alright. Because I was thinking, that player was here, it's like auto-fire would be a great idea. But alright.
And no, it was too cumbersome.
Yes.
It's tiny
for
droid.
everyone.
Say, in that case, fuck talking, you said there's a bunch of boxes and crates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm immediately bolting out of that hallway, just running for some cover to try to get a better position.
I'm assuming combat's beginning.
Apparently.
Sounds like it.
Alright.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Uh-oh.
Why there?
Well, hi.
Give me my cover symbol.
Would cool be applicable?
Yes, you guys actually know the fight's going to happen. They don't, on the other hand.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad I got that extra skill point, vigilance, so that I could actually get a success.
Yeah, I need to remember to increase vigilance.
All right, I put that crazed Stormtrooper Sergeant 2 down in the dirt.
Yep.
I will actually take a strain to bump me up to a 4.1 initiative.
Alright.
It's a good choice.
I like to make sure that at least one of us gets to go first.
Yeah, no, it's a great use, and I mean, strain recovers easily enough. It's
Upon the start of combat, you hear the leader of the Bood guys yelling something in their language, which you still don't understand. It just sounds like gibberish to you. But you do hear what sounds like an emaciated, raspy noise coming from the Stormtrooper Sergeant that sort of says, "Defend the swarm."
okay. So does Rakcharr need to spend that first action getting into cover like he declared, or is he already in it?
He's already in it. He forced the issue.
Then should I open fire?
Go for it.
You might want to take cover if you're able to as well.
Can I?
I think they all have weapons.
You would be able to take cover as maneuver, presuming that there is sufficient enough cover around, which
That's what I was asking.
Well, did you get any super cool? Yeah, you did. Okay. You guys, remember, you got advantages on these rolls. Use them.
Your vigilance, advantages
Isn't
and
that
triumphs.
used?
You can use them.
Yeah,
pretty
advantages get spent on adding things to the scene.
Yeah, you can add things to the scene with those from the actual chapter 3 skill section.
I assumed they were just being spent on the 0.1s and 2s of the initiative order.
They get spent on that as well.
That's
They are
right.
factored into that, but you can use them for stuff.
Yeah, and anyway, my advantages, I'm gonna say, were my cover, my boxes are awesome. They're actual Durasteel crates, so they're even better cover.
I was gonna
Go for it.
hope that we could spend our advantages to make it so that the part that opens up into this room has like lips, well, not lips, but like wall on the side of the actual opening.
There's like an archway on the inside?
Yeah.
That's
so
fine.
that you could, get
That's
behind the art.
I'm going to use their collective advantages and that one triumph to basically say they all start in cover. Just so much shit around there.